Should we have bigger cages or no cages at all? Welfare versus abolition. Let's dive in. Hello everyone, I'm Chris, aka Fit Vegan Activist. Welcome back to the channel. Before we dive into the topic of today's video, I'd like to thank you all for helping me reaching my first 300 subscribers. I know it's not a big number, but for me it means a lot. So to keep the channel growing, make sure to like this video and subscribe. I appreciate every single one of you who subscribed, watches or engages with my content. I'd like to make an announcement with regards to how the channel will move forward. Since the channel started back in June, I've been quite consistent with posting at least one long form video per week and even sometimes one long form video plus a short video. I feel now it's time to focus a bit more on creating better quality long form videos. So I'd like to create better quality videos, but I will need more time than a week in working on one specific long form video. To keep the channel alive with content, I'm going to always post at least 2 short videos on any given week, and I'm going to keep the frequency of long form videos to at least one every 2 weeks. So the next long videos that I'm going to post, that I'd like to put a little more time and effort into those videos, are going to be videos about my story. And since my handle is Fit Vegan Activist, I'm going to break my story up into 3 parts. One part is going to be about my story, how I went vegan. The second part is going to be about my fitness journey. And the third part is going to be how I became an animal rights activist. I'd like to make those videos about my story educational as well. So outside of the storytelling element, I'm going to try and have some tip or tool or idea that you can apply in your everyday lives, either about being vegan, being an activist, or about fitness. And I'm going to have a 4th part, which is a bonus part, and I'm not going to reveal what that 4th part is going to be about until that video is posted. So the goal is to have these 3+1 videos posted until the end of this year, and they're going to be on my playlists. Right now I only have one playlist with videos from One Damn Month, the activism event that I participated with Anonymous for the Voiceless. So this is going to be a second playlist, and this is going to be also very useful for new subscribers to check out my story and find out more about me, and so they can relate with who I am as a person. Okay, so now let's dive into the topic of today's video. I was inspired to create this video based on feedback I received from a video I posted 2 days ago on Instagram, where I commented on a lady who was supposedly vegan but also eating eggs from backyard chickens, happy chickens as she said. And in that video I tried to make a point that eating eggs, even from so-called happy chickens, is not compatible with veganism. And I also tried to highlight how it would be practically impossible to maintain a high welfare for these chickens if everybody on earth had a demand for eggs. Therefore, it's impossible to consume eggs and have happy chickens. To drive home the solution that we should not see animals as resources in the first place. These concepts might be well known for vegans, but they might be relatively unknown for non-vegans who never thought about these things and have never engaged into discussions about human rights or animal rights. So let me explain exactly what welfare versus abolition means. Welfare merely means improving the working and living conditions of somebody who is being exploited and enslaved. Abolition means advocating for the end of exploitation, full stop. So in discussions about veganism, many people consciously or subconsciously bring up the argument that we should improve the welfare of these animals. However, it's important to highlight the fact that factory farms are merely a symptom of a sick mentality. That sick mentality is the mentality that views animals as resources, commodities for us to use and exploit as we see fit. And as long as we have that mentality and that mindset, we will always end up with factory farms. So even if somehow we magically manage to eliminate all factory farms from the face of the earth, if we maintain that sick mentality that animals are here for us to exploit, and there is a demand for what comes out of their bodies, we will inevitably end up creating factory farms again, because that's the only way to meet the demand for these products. So the solution is to adopt a vegan mindset. Stop viewing animals as commodities and resources. They're not here for us, they are here with us. And they have the right to their own bodily autonomy and to pursue life as they see fit without human interference. That's the point and the takeaway for today's video, and one very powerful statement to make whenever you're advocating veganism to others. Animals are here on this earth with us, not for us. They exist for their own reasons and their own purposes, and we should not exploit them under any circumstance. The same way we wouldn't like to be exploited under any circumstance, even in the highest welfare scenario. Alright guys, so that's the ending of today's video. I usually script my videos and try to keep them concise, but this video was more free-flowing, me saying what I want to say and then editing out the parts that are not contributing to the story at the end of the video. So thank you all for watching. Make sure to stay tuned for the future videos that are hopefully going to be with much better quality. And until then, stay strong and speak up for animals.